Well, he's calling it the Donroe Doctrine, and now President Trump appears to have set his sights on another territory after the successful operation in Venezuela.
We need Greenland from a national security situation. It's so strategic. Right now, Greenland is covered with Russian and Chinese ships all over the place. We need Greenland from the standpoint of national security, and Denmark is not going to be able to do it.
So Denmark's prime minister responding to the president, saying Greenland is part of NATO and will be defended by the alliance, urging President Trump to stop the threats. Our foreign correspondent, Tom Soufi Burridge, is following all that for us. So, Tom, Greenland is, in the president's words, so strategic right now, saying it's covered with Russian and Chinese ships all over the place. What are your thoughts? How are leaders reacting?
Yeah, I want to bring you some comments straight away, Kira, from Mette Frederiksen, some more comments from the Danish Prime Minister. And in an interview on Danish TV, she is being quoted as saying that she believes that anyone should take Donald Trump's threats about wanting Greenland seriously. And then she goes on to say that if the US were to attack Greenland, then she believes that would be the end of the NATO alliance, the end of the security structure, the transatlantic relationship since the end of World War II. Now, Donald Trump has not threatened to attack Greenland. I think it's important to point out, but he has repeatedly said he wants Greenland. And clearly the timing after what's happened in Venezuela, I think, has set more alarm bells ringing across Europe. Look, what is striking, looking at all of the commentary from European leaders who are lining up behind Denmark, because remember, Greenland is an autonomous region of Denmark, European leaders are very much on the same page. They're all saying their support is very much solid for Denmark in this issue, that European sovereignty cannot be threatened by anyone, and that, you know, the NATO alliance is the underpinning, and Denmark is a member of NATO. So, look, European leaders are struggling with the unorthodoxy of the Trump administration on multiple issues, on Ukraine, on Greenland, on the US national security strategy, which was published at the end of last year, which really, you know, ripped up the rulebook in terms of the US relationship with Europe and basically said that the US administration under Donald Trump was going to push for more nationalist governments in Europe. So if you're Viktor Orban in Hungary, you're pretty happy at what's happening. If you are most European leaders right across this continent, they are very worried, they're very concerned, but they are very careful with their words, because any European leader never wants to upset any US administration, including the Trump administration. So, you know, they are lining up behind Denmark, but they're also being careful not to say anything too provocative to upset the US, who ultimately they still rely on for security in this continent.
Tom Soufi Burridge, thank you.